Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to our D&D podcast, Whispers of the Old, Ballads of the Young, or the WOBY podcast for short, WOBY. This is an early access campaign run by me and my friends. There's a fair bit of homebrew in this one, but I'll explain that in a later episode. The setting of WOBY is the aftermath of a world torn apart by a war called the Great War. Imagine fantasy World War II. Our campaign is set 10 years after the war. The world is recovering and there is great demand for adventurers and explorers to go reclaim and rediscover the world. The future is looking bright, but the horrors of the war may have awakened some otherworldly nightmares. This recording is starting off midway on our first quest. What happened in the past is mostly the tutorial quest and a side quest, which are both sadly unrecorded. The party is now heading towards a town named Round Hill to investigate the mysterious happenings going on there on behalf of the Adventurers Guild. And now, I'd like to briefly introduce you to our players. Our first player is Silent Kingsley, a human fighter. He was conscripted at the age of 8 to participate in the Great War. His squad fought in the Battle of Rawhide Ravine, leaving him one of the few survivors. Tragically, the war soon ended after the battle due to Gaia's grace, the elven-made bionuke. After the war, he joined the Adventurers Guild in search of peace. He uses comedy and other strange acts as a way to forget the past, although it always comes creeping back in. Next up is Valtr, an artificer with an unknown race. A mystery man in heavy armor with a fiery visage. He is always social and friendly, especially to dwarves and machinery, yet never talks about himself. Who is this mystery man? Next is Tedrick, a Kenku warlock. Tedrick was a farmer obsessed with the art of making scarecrows. Sadly, he was unable to achieve the pinnacle of scarecrow artistry. But one day, an otherworldly incident changed him. He is now an adventurer in search of the perfect scarecrow. Next is Merlo, a halfling rogue. Here's a short excerpt of his agent file. Agent File M-71. Agent M, like many of our recruits, belonged to the espionage arm of Redacted. Specializing in assassinations, sabotage, and destabilization, they have shown great aptitude in field work, but their volatility and eccentricity makes them unsuited to our more delicate operations. Their fondness for faking flashy identities such as nobility and generals poses an unnecessary risk to our other assets. As thus, Agent M has been put under operative isolation and all interactions are to be approved by their handler. Current assignment: expand our influence by any means necessary through the Adventurers Guild. Enchain the world, restore the past. End excerpt of his agent file. Next up is Redro Rasqual, an Earth Genasi cleric. He's an old and seasoned veteran of the Great War. As an elemental, he specialized in elemental warfare as a captain and gained many achievements, but with equally heavy losses. With a guilty conscience, he seeks redemption as a cleric of Remuria, the Lord of Order. Working as a seasoned veteran, he guides new adventurers, helping them through their early days, hoping each life saved will make up for his lost men. And finally, we have Theecius Nuts, a dwarven paladin. Once a former warrior seeking revenge on those who murdered his family, he found peace through a kind priest. He became a paladin, helping people around the world. Now he's a drinker, heading for the World Cup. And that's all for our players. Let's get on with the show. So, you've all finished, and are now ready to, I assume, set off on your next venture. You're now all gathered in the same, log cabin that was being offered to you as a resting place. And on the table are the documents. So in true guild fashion, you've already tucked away the one for Windy Peaks, because It's already been completed. And the next one that you are now looking at on your way to Storm Cove is...
Round Hill.
Yes, Round Hill. Yes.
We've ended up in Bohol.
May the sword, the aqua squirt at the gushi.
How
What type
about
of
you
sword
just tell me all in one go in an actual battle?
Oh, is that a bet? I'll do it.
Yeah.
Anyways, what type of sword is it? Like, is it a long sword, short sword? What are you talking
It's like a long sword.
about? Sweet. I just need to give it some special stats.
Yep.
Alright, continue.
Right. And now you three are all gathered around the table, looking at your next quest. Investigate Round Hill.
Are we good to set? Are we good to set off?
How do I edit this?
Well,
Yes.
after everything that we've done, I don't know for either of you, but for me personally, I don't have anything else that I'd want to do in this town.
Wait a tick. So we're all in the cabin, what's it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Word. Alright. Man, how many of us were there?
A lot. Currently MIA.
Currently MIA. Spartans be like. Fuck's sake, where is it?
They're stuck in orbit.
Stuck in perma orbit.
Ribbit.
Rubber. Error code.
Beaver.
God damn it, what's her name?
Sparkles?
Oh. Here it is, Miss Cam. What's her full name?
Who are you referring to? Said T merchant.
Yes.
Miss Camellia.
Yeah, there she is. Is she in the town still?
No, she left a long while back after you finished escorting her. She's a merchant. She comes here, she drops her stuff off, and completes the business deal, and she leaves.
Oh, I was hoping to get her a drink or something. Anywho.
Okay.
Anything else? It's kind of pity that Woody isn't here so that we could discuss more with the books. But oh well. I'll just leave that in my inventory then.
Just do it retroactively later.
Yeah.
Sure. We'll find a way to make things make sense later on.
Being the officious man that I am, as Redro, I take charge and just make sure supplies, the wagon, our transport wagons, tip top shape, cart maintenance and all of that. Everything's probably secured down, all our supplies, whatever they're implied to be. The horses are fed, just all the busy work so that nobody has to worry about the little fiddly stuff.
Right.
We might as well just clean the house. Wait, did I put in the name yet?
So you've we'll just say that you've obtained the necessary wagon, horses, and whatnot for the travel. This time it's much smaller than what you came here on, which was Chameleon's tea wagon train, because you're not carrying a lot of cargo.
Yeah, there's no need to bring a lot big horses and stuff if all we're doing is transporting ourselves and the essentials.
Yeah, and the prep and everything didn't really cost money, because Chief of Theecius has, in gratitude for all that you've done, has done it all for you for free.
In retrospect, of course, I've thanked the chief very much, and it's just established good relations.
Okay.
All of that. Yeah.
Right. And you're basically ready to set off. The time is early morning.
Right. I look towards Alcedius. Chief, pleasure doing business with you. Hope everything here is well. We shall take our leave.
Ah, yes. Thank you for all the help that you've shown us, brave adventurers. I hope that your next adventures will be as fortunate as this one as well. May the skies always be open for you.
I give a clerical, like, reverential bow to the greetings.
I grab his ball.
Chief Alcedius spreads his wings and puts his fist against his opposite shoulder. A sign of respect from warriors of old.
Yeah, I reciprocated. Me and Silent do, I assume.
I'm holding my boss jig. Expect this to be
Silent,
serious.
rogue greeting.
What do you mean? We're soldiers. We do this.
It's an in-company thing. All right. If you're ever in dire straits, it doesn't hurt to send for us through the guild. In case anything happens, requiring, to your discretion.
I shall remember that kindly, Sir Redro.
All right. And I.
And I approach the guy. I forget his name.
Alcedius.
Alcedius. Serious.
Alcedius.
Yes, you've been saying my name many times now. Can I help you?
If you hear anything more about Netternack and all that, please reach out to me, because I'm very invested to knowing more about this creature, this god. Yeah. So
Rest
if you ever hear
assured,
anything,
if we ever
just inform
see
me.
such a name appear again, we will make sure to hunt it down to the very last remnant.
At
We will
least
let you
inform
know.
me first. Good to hear. I'm very invested into knowing more about this creature, but so far we've reached the dead end. But I'm certain that there are other followers out there than the ones that we just encountered.
Pray be careful, young warrior.
Same goes for you, Alcedius.
And I give the signal. Is there a driver, or I forget? Is there
He
a driver?
waves down a taxi driver.
From what
Einstein
you were
pops out from behind.
from what you were saying before, I figured that you, the adventuring party, will be driving the wagon.
Oh, we're driving a wagon?
Are you
No,
saying
we're
this as Alcedius or as DM?
As the DM, as you can tell, I'm not making my old man voice.
It varies a little. The last time I wasn't driving. I assume it was Miss Camille driving, because I was doing a lookout and I was staying on top.
Yes, last time
But-
was Miss Camille driving.
All right, I'll do it. All right. Shall I do a animal handling check just to see like how the performance goes, like
Sure,
generally, or
Sure,
do you-
if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, just this'll just be the default, like my skill for right now. Not 20 plus 3.
Well, you're a wonder at driving the horses.
Of course, I'm a military man, and I was in charge of a cavalry myself.
Indeed, you were.
Right. So, given that, I just nod my head to the chief, and unless anyone has any objections, let's set off.
Yeah.
None here.
Yeah.
All right.
Hang on. The name of my damn blade is quite long.
We are where?
Can't wait to say this in combat.
Right then, you set off as a group of Aarakocra cheer and wave you goodbye.
Yeah. I waved them back.
You proceed to drive your wagon down the same spiraling road that took you up here to Windy Peaks. And you are now back on the old forest road going towards Storm Cove. It is going to be the distance to Round Hill, according to the map, is a little ways off. It should take around a 1 day's travel, which means that you'll have to rest for the night somewhere and then set off again.
I have a feeling we're gonna see an old little cabin out in the wood.
A quick time event, perhaps. Or a side quest.
We encountered the Scooby Gang.
Scooby Gang.
The mystery wagon.
Instead of there's just like a hellhound, a fighter, a wizard,
A ranger.
a ranger, and then
A bard.
A bard, yeah. And that's the mystery gang.
It's actually it's not a hellhound, it's a druid that just loves to stay in animal form.
That's even worse. He's so furry.
Yes.
We
Okay.
on the way
Alright, we're on the way.
to down the hill.
We travel at a steady pace for majority of the day. We have provisions and rations and snacks, so there's really not any need to stop and cook until it starts to get to nightfall, where we will eventually want to try
nightfall.
and set up camp. Your power level is too low.
Just as a check, who has dark vision right now?
I believe I do.
We do.
Okay, so silence.
So everyone except silent.
Yeah. I can squint my eyes.
Can
I do have.
Can I get rolls for survival to determine where you set up your camp and how well you are doing in general for your journey?
Yeah, me.
Type down your rolls into the chat as usual.
I mean, when you for my blades thing here, it says +1 to hit. Do I just add 1 point to the hit thing?
Yeah, on top of your like base stuff that you already have.
Word. All right,
Like
word.
it's like a long sword, so you're like proficient with it. Whatever. Whatever.
So silent. It's a long sword, right? So it's not a finesse weapon. It's an additional 1 on top of your strength modifier, because your strength modifier is your a bonus damage to hit.
Okay.
So so when you roll to hit, it's plus your strength modifier, then +1.
Since you're also proficient with long swords, you also get a proficiency bonus.
Yes, you also add your proficiency.
So that's strength modifier, proficiency bonus, +1, and that's to hit. And then for damage, it is, as I've written, like 2d6 slashing, plus your strength modifier, because, that's a standard, like, additional damage thing. And then the...
That's not, though.
Don't you add your strength modifier to the damage?
If you're a barbarian.
I thought that was default for all weapons. Haven't we all been doing that?
Huh. Alright, just default to that. I might be remembering it wrong.
Yes, it is correct. You add your strength modifier to your attack roll and damage roll when attacking with a melee weapon.
Oh, it's with melee. That makes sense.
Yes.
I was thinking of the ranged.
Yeah, only the finesse weapons have like that other caveat, but yeah. All right, so Redro. Wait, so Redro rolled. Are you the other two not rolling?
Oh wait, rolling for what?
Oh.
Sorry.
Survival.
They
You're
don't
all
give
in
you
the
Redro-
same
I forgot
wagon.
Redro did.
It's all right.
They
Just
just-
that part. I'll
they
still
just
focus
pass
on my
it-
weapon.
They just passenger princesses me.
I'm not doing shit. Y'all just camp wherever. I'm ready to die.
Damn, you guys suck.
I'm not using
I was just
inspiration
waiting
on
to
this.
to hear
Oh
him say,
my
"Damn, you
gosh.
guys suck," and then he rolls out with like a 12.
Damn, you guys suck. Nat 1.
Yes.
Clearly, I'm superior in right rolls.
So
I roll low.
while Redro and Valtr are a little bit, discussing over where to camp exactly, Silent points out a certain kind of area, a clearing in the forest. That isn't too far off the road, yet not too close so that people will spot you. It's also an empty, flat area, so making it easy to park your caravan and set up camp. Yet surrounded by trees, so that you kind of have like this natural encirclement. It's a good camping
Be
spot.
surrounded.
Yeah, it's kind of the situation where me and Valtr, we're kind of just like, what can we do? What can we make do? But then Silent actually spot something optimal.
Yes.
I like to
Along those
imagine
lines.
that I just do this. Hang on, let me turn on my cam for this. It's funny when I was like thinking about it.
All right.
So I see the opening, right? And not the clearing, right? While you guys are like talking, I'm like, guys, it's right behind me, isn't it?
It's right no.
just it's me and Valtr just huddled together like, so if we pull those two trees down and make a canopy of some sort, and then Silent's just like, guys, it's behind us, and we're just like,
Guys, it's right over there.
It's right behind.
It's
okay.
right behind us, guys. Like we have Marvel scripts right now.
Disbarred from my game. So I assume y'all are going to follow Silent's suggestion
Yes.
and go
Yes,
to
you better
said
because
spot.
that shit was funny.
Right. So turning the wagon around.
Also, meme. Are you trying to turn on your cam? Like,
Yeah,
Logan?
it's not working. We'll
It's-
just ignore it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shame. Wanted to see. All right.
Yeah.
Continue.
I wanted to be on so that I can partly physically act out the scenes, but that's not happening tonight.
Oh. Guess
so-
I'll do it.
Redro turns around the wagon and goes to said clearing that Silent has spotted. And with your combined help, you set up camp successfully. And you have like a simple
We're doing the
setup.
forest, boys.
Like
The
some
forest.
bedrolls in the wagon, some out, depending on your preferences. A small campfire for you to like kind of warm yourselves up.
The thinnest bedroll for me, being an Earth Genasi, it's just like, on the ground.
He sleeps on the ground,
Yeah.
naked.
Wait,
Naked, preferably.
what are you planning?
Do you
Nothing.
like sink into the ground slightly when you sleep?
No, here's the thing. I can cast merge with stone, and I'm doing a long rest anyways, so that it wears out as I wake up.
Merge of stone. Don't you need to find like a stone area?
Well, yeah.
He merges with this.
I look for a
pebble.
rock. I just sleep in a huge rock.
You just see Dwayne the Rock Johnson over there.
There are no huge rocks in your vicinity
No,
currently.
I'm not doing that. That's stupid. I'm just doing the standard soldier in the bedroll.
Then
Right,
that shit funny.
However, so the bedroll is outside the wagon per se,
Yes,
Ah.
I am outside the wagon.
reconnecting with Mother Nature, the ground. Right, and as for the other
Enjoying
two,
my
where
hair.
will your bedrolls be?
Outside.
Outside, okay.
Yep.
Silent.
I sleep. I sleep on the fire.
That's
Uh,
really
He's really passionate about it. He's got the fire in him.
I kid. I'll just sleep inside in the caravan.
He'll sleep inside a cat.
Yeah, I'll sleep inside the cat. Meow.
Gluggers, Valtr's just like, do you feel a fire burning inside you? Do you want to
Oh
do you want to feel one?
All right. So Silent is sleeping in a bedroll inside the wagon.
Yeah.
Right. And are you setting up like a night watch system or?
No, we're all sleeping. We're all sleeping. No one was watching tonight.
Hey, there's Penguin.
Yay, penguin.
Hey, penguin.
Oh, there's another.
Hey, you know what? No, it's good. I'll be the one to take first watch. I'll just wake up.
No, you can all sleep.
No. I'm curious in who might come around.
No, you see, I was planning to do the thing where it's like we get set up and then I sleep like 4 hours early, just as everything's set up, so that like
You stay awake
like
in the
halfway.
night.
All right, let's do that then.
I take away in the night. So essentially, Silent, whoever is relieving me, or whoever I'm relieving,
Hey,
can get 4 hours of can get the first 4 hours of long rest, and then the next 4 hours during the early portion of our travel.
Right. Okay. And hey, welcome, Penguin.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You
Alright, nice.
fine. Right. So to catch you up to speed, we've set off from Windy Peaks, heading out to Round Hill, over a day's journey. So everyone set up camp for the night. So where do you want your bedroll to be? In the wagon or out on the ground around the campfire?
I'm for in the wagon. I'm a wagon kind of person.
All right, your bedroll's in the wagon with Silent, while Redro and Valtr are sleeping around the campfire.
the
Cool.
CAMPFIRESONG song.
I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna
I
try
still
to piece
remember that.
together those letters.
It's
Okay.
campfire song. Damn it,
Oh. Right. So
SpongeBob.
the night watch, as I'm hearing right now, the first watch
Say
will
the
be
gun.
Redro then.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So I will assume that everyone is asleep now, except Redro, who's taking watch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Redro, I need you to roll me perception.
Can I have some kind of advantage because I do have like earth sense, or like
Sure,
Quick
roll
step.
with advantage.
hey. Okay. Second roll was in that 20 with. Hold on. What's the perception? Right?
Yes.
Not 20 plus 3.
Incredible.
Mm.
Okay, so you see nothing dangerous. Everything
Mhm.
seems fine. There are a couple, notable small critters that run here and there, and then that you can kind of feel with your earth sense. But overall, nothing much happens in your shift.
Mm.
Right. It is, it has now reached the end of your shift, and now you can go, decide who else to wake up.
Silence.
What?
Silent.
What?
It's your shift.
Uh,
You're in watch.
no.
All right.
All right. It's my turn.
Just give up.
He just crawls out of his sleeping bag.
You're wrong. He's a grumpy one, is he?
Right.
I
Redro,
make torch.
Yeah, can
Okay.
Stone and coal.
maybe we have somebody with dark vision keep watch.
No, no,
No, no, no, no. He's got the spirit in him.
Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Let
So,
it happen.
For him, I'll take one of the lanterns we have as one of our provisions, and I'll ignite my sword to light it up.
okay, I don't know magic, so I can use my sword to extinguish that flame.
Okay, you do that.
You can use normal water. Why do you need magic?
Darkest dungeon moment.
Because I got a sword that spews out water. Like, who doesn't want to try that out?
We need to figure out your magic source for this. We need to go like kidnap a magic acolyte or something.
Bro, I'm gonna do the Skyrim bit. I basically soul trap him into a gem or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, no, this is literally the darkest dungeon bit because he turns off the light so that we get ambushed, so that we kill them to get XP.
That's
I
a
love that
very
plan.
Dark Dungeon mechanics.
Oh, that's sick.
The XP
anyways.
farm.
Oh,
It's just free XP that comes to you in the night.
you are tempting me. Okay, so I'm just gonna just because I want to use my sword, I bring my sword out, point it to the ground, and then I kick the start mechanism and it goes on fire, and I use it to light up this like tiny lantern, and then I activate the choke, which basically just like makes the flame go out on my sword, and the lantern's lit. And I hand it to Silent. Keep good watch. Yep.
Silent.
Damn it.
Silent, wake up.
Oh no.
It's your
My connection's ass. Hold on, let me fix this.
okay.
All of a sudden, tonight my connection's ass. What the fuck?
He fell asleep for a moment there. He didn't hear anything.
All right, what happened?
He does too, and so I use my sword to light up the lantern.
Okay.
Because mine, just like you have an aqua sword, mine is a fire sword. So I use it to light up the lantern and I extinguish it. I hand you lantern. Keep good watch.
Thanks. I'll try my best. I take the lantern and walk around.
Okay.
He's left us vulnerable.
Within the camp.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna walk around the forest now, am I?
What's that? Must have been the
The
wind.
forest.
I'm not gonna be watching you guys sleep now, am I?
Yeah, fair enough.
You could.
I mean,
Okay.
I could try to take a peek inside Valtr.
Right. As the
Interesting.
Urchinasi with dark vision goes to sleep, the human with no dark vision holds up a lantern
You don't have to call me out on that.
and starts pacing around the camp in order to keep a lookout. Roll me perception.
Perception. What's the name of Valtr's new toy?
You mean sparkles?
Yeah. I bet Sparkles is rubbing him out.
Hey, yo.
What?
Nat 20, baby.
Oh, a nat 20?
Yeah.
Right. Things
You also got them.
pass uneventfully. There are some shadows and some rustling bushes that make you get on guard, but it always turns out to be some sort of small critter running through them, or just getting spooked by the light of your lantern. You can hear owls, hooting through the night. Even some of them fly overhead.
One day left me broken.
It is not a full moon night, so the light isn't too good, but you do get to look at a lot of pretty stars up in the sky. Overall, if you weren't on a quest to somewhere to do something very vague, this would be a great camping experience.
Damn. This is a good camp.
Then
I love
your
it.
shift comes to an uneventful end.
Boring night. I go to who's the next one?
Well,
Your
You choose, right?
And alright, and I go straight to Valtr. Wait, is he still wearing his like entire armor thing?
It's always on.
Oh, really? All right. I use the. I pick up a random stick, then start patting on his helmet. Hey,
It makes
wake up!
the dink sound.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Wait,
Hey, wake up!
let's see if I can do.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oh gosh. As you do that, the light inside Valtr's helmet gets a bit brighter as it starts moving, shifting around.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. In the middle of the night, you basically have a spotlight.
Pretty much. Yes.
Your turn to
Well,
take
if you're-
watch.
Fine.
I
As you
take the
like,
I give him
quickly
the
gets
lantern
up.
as if that doesn't do anything. Here's a lantern in case you want to do something with it.
I'll take the lantern.
Can't
So
be
I
too
clunkily
careful.
get up. Yeah. So I clunkily get up, pat down the bedroll, then watch Silent go back inside the what do you call it?
Just-
Caravan?
Yeah, I just crawl back inside the caravan to sleep.
Yo.
I really would cast alarm if I had it in my spells, but I don't have it.
We could literally just put trip mines around the place, just saying.
Surely this will not backfire.
Just
on-
like what I did in the forest.
Surely this will not backfire.
I placed a lot of Molotov tripwires around the forest.
I
Sure,
could,
it's just a fire.
we could all go to sleep, and I just conjure Guardian of Faith because it's a long rest, anyways. I could just conjure a Guardian of Faith and tell it to stay around.
No. It'll be funny. It'll be funny if we just put mines around the place, just saying.
Hmm.
Right.
Fine.
We dig trenches, boys.
We
Valtr,
dig trenches.
you it is now your turn to watch.
It's now your turn to take the mantle.
Silent has now gone to sleep, and you, with dark vision, is now ready to take watch. Right. So roll me perception, with advantage since you have dark vision.
Alright. Dark vision perception. It's a lot. Oh, that's a 17.
17.
Monday left me broken.
Right. You, I assume, are sitting there by the campfire with a lantern and your newfound friend Sparkles. So anywho, since we're like just sitting by like this campfire, like really romantic, all alone, just the two of us.
Oh my god.
Can we like
If we try.
talk or something? Like
Can we get to
about
know each other better?
love? Like
Oh my god.
sleepover, you know, that kind of thing.
Are you mad at me?
Would you
What I
like
just
if I was a worm?
Oh, fuck, wait. Let me just drink water first.
Soon's
I
gonna
need
be
to
alcohol.
drink, but not water.
It's not alcohol, nah, bro. I don't like drink on my own. Well, I don't think I'm much for a conversationalist in those topics. But you're free to lead, and I'll try to follow.
All right, sure thing. I have a ton to tell you. So,
Yeah.
I remember there was this like way back then. I think like way back. There was like this guy used to go out. Like he was so hot, but like he had so many issues, but those issues kind of made him hotter. You know what I'm saying? And anyways, I went out with him and this story goes on for what seems like forever. In fact, Sparkles doesn't stop talking at all throughout your entire shift. You continue to scan the area as you listen to Sparkles go on about her love life, which, from your, listening, you can kind of tell that she has gone through at least, so far, as she's been telling you, 30 relationships, none of which have ever worked out. And they always seem to get stranger and weirder the longer she goes on for. Nothing so far happens as you are looking through the area. And finally, the hours for your shift have come to an end. And so and then I told him that it wasn't really working out, And he got so mad that he started shitting all over the place. Like literally, he started like pooping all over the place. Like I didn't know
Is
what
it
to
an
do.
Amber
It was
Heard
so
thing?
stinky, and like what?
What?
Sorry, just the complaint about like a significant other shitting speaking of Amber Heard.
And like our relationship like ended like that. It was so crazy. So, anywho, I think I've been talking for like a while now. How about you share something, bestie?
First things first. I now see you in a new light. You have a problem. And I should probably remember to never ask you about your exes again. But for me, well, as much as I would have it, I have nothing that could eclipse your mountain of broken hearts. But the only closest relationship that I could say I have would be to the dwarves that first found me when I left in the wilderness. When I was first summoned here.
Oh my god, is this that boys love thing I keep hearing about?
Oh my god.
Well, you are free to interpret it however you wish.
Oh my god.
But those
you're such
dwarves
a
were like
dirty
brothers to
dog.
me.
Brothers? Oh my. You're such a sly dog. You can feel her a ghostly hand kind of slap your shoulder playfully. You're such a tease. Next time, I'm gonna have you spill all the details to me, because I'm sure there's a lot more to this story than you're letting me on.
I assure you, if you keep going on like this, then I may also have something in store for you.
Aw, you're so sweet. You can feel her tenderly stroking your chin.
I believe you have misunderstood the context of my message.
He made a veiled threat.
But it doesn't matter. Let's move back to the rest of the others.
Sure. So I guess you're gonna have to go wake up that other one now, right? Merlo, is it?
Ah, yes. The rogue. And then I walk over to the caravan. I wonder how the caravan would actually shift if me with like all that steel
Yeah,
steps on it.
it depresses a little bit as you like get on, like a car when like you put something heavy in it.
Oh boy.
Wait,
Alright.
does this caravan have suspension and everything?
No. It doesn't go down as far as a car. It's just some wood creek.
Oh, okay.
Depressed slightly. Everything depressed. This is not the caravan with suspensions. Wrong one.
Hydraulic caravan.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's turn this bitch into a lowrider.
If the previous caravan you were on, Camellia's, was partly high tech, if you recall. Her horses had exoskeletons.
Weren't we in a fucking tank at one point, like a fucking APC?
Yes, at
Yeah, T-Town?
T-Town, yes.
Yeah. That thing probably had suspension.
It did.
we put up to Davy. It's just bouncing. Ayo! What?
Straight out of Compton. Right.
All right. As you come into the caravan, you see Merlo just like packed under a bunch of blankets, just sleeping super soundly, looking like a person who hasn't slept in a long time. Just like love sleeping on company time.
Oh gosh.
Hey who, time to wake up.
I lean over Merlo while I suppose nudging him with my left hand.
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
Merlo like kind of like gets up super quickly, grabs a knife under the pillow, and it's like, oh, okay.
I admire your alertness.
Alertness, like someone's literally trying to wake you up, and then like,
Wow, you're really perky on waking up. You know that?
keep it for the journal. And then, do you have a journal, Sparkles?
I do.
Do you have insurance?
I write down everything.
It befuddles me then that you decide you have to speak so much.
Well, there's so many things to talk about.
I walk away. I don't even listen to her answer. I just walk in.
Bye, Merlo.
Like
snort in
Merlo is
my
actually
helmet.
so fucking done with Sparkles after he had to like, he was nice to her when he was trying to use her for the fucking Fish King thing, and now it's just like, you've overstayed your welcome.
No one can blame you.
God.
No one can blame you.
I tell Sparkles. Well, you seem to have scared him off.
Aw, don't be silly. How could I ever scare anybody? Cute little me.
Perhaps
All right.
It'd be better for you to find out in time. But I'll just go back to rest.
Sorry, if I sleep during my watch, how much of an asshole will I be?
Before I answer that, Valtr, as you go to sleep,
Yeah, I step out caravan and then just lie down outside again.
yes, you can feel Sparkles stroke your head gently as you go to sleep.
Right.
In a very
Ignore it. It's
Alright.
like
You ignore the very girl-friendly stroking as best as you can.
Yeah.
Alright.
It is now Merlo's shift, the final one before morning. Roll me
Merlo sits on the
perception.
log. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna describe what I'm doing, and can you decide if this gives me disadvantage?
Sure. I like it.
Merlo's gonna sit on a log. He has a lantern, so he's gonna put a lantern up, like on a log right next to that. Light it, but like it's a hooded lantern, so you can like turn the light down a bit, so it doesn't like shoot everywhere.
Yeah.
so it's just like lighting the vicinity, but not into the trees, I guess. And then he takes out like, what would it be? Like what would person write in? Like a journal, maybe,
Let's say like a
but like for your
logbook.
secret plans. Yeah, a logbook. It's like a logbook that you can tear the pages out to send as like letters.
Yeah, that kind.
And
Like
he
the
just
kind
like
of like
gets out
journalists
of
use, yeah?
like gets out a pencil, starts writing like a fucking what would it be like
I would
like a write
suggest
up on
you writing in Thieves' Cant, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like okay, I don't know how far we're gonna go with Thieves Camp, but this is gonna be more like a coded language of
Right.
the emissaries, you know?
Okay, yeah, sure. Well,
Um,
it's coded language.
Because it's not something a fucking common street thief is gonna know.
Right.
Um,
This is privy only to members.
yeah. It's not even like a different language, you know? It's like a cipher, a Caesar cipher or something. You know what I'm talking
It
about?
talks about mundane everyday stuff if someone finds it, but it contains much more important messages in within.
Oh no, I mean like literally like a spy film. Like, oh, you changed the letter by how much?
Okay.
Like he takes out like a decoder. Like, oh, if I'm writing this, like T goes to like F, H goes to that whatever.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, like not very subtle.
Right.
And then I just write a fucking write up on Sparkle. It's like, oh, this is another magical thing we have to fucking get rid of.
Okay.
Fuck, I can't think of the word. Like, like a fucking information thing about a person,
A
like the
profile.
spies would have. What
Profile.
profile maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm already keeping like a profiles on all my party members, but like I'm just writing a new one up for Sparkle. It's just like being like, okay, this is
Right. She's getting out of hand.
yeah. And yeah, I'm just doing that. I'm more concentrated on that than actually watching the fucking party.
Right. I will say that due to your thieves, profession and everything, that this sort of act is rather common. You always have to do something or keep one eye and one ear out for potential sources of danger.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not
Yeah,
like
I'll
you
just
can.
roll perception like normal.
Yeah, you just roll a perception check like normal. Like it would be you. I don't think you would be quite successful as a thief if you couldn't, stay on lookout while picking a lock. Okay, he's chuckling while typing. A nat 20. Well, seems like Merlo is indeed a very good thief. Just not a very good lockpicker.
I was trying to throw that so hard and I still got an at 20. Okay.
So, you don't take much note of the wonders of nature around you, much preferring to write whatever is going on in your coded logbook. Things pass on uneventfully as nothing catches your attention. And pretty soon you start to see light streak over the tops of the trees. It is very early start of sunrise.
Oh, okay.
Damn, I thought it was aliens. Fuck.
So it's the sunlight. Oh wow.
Yes, it's the sunlight. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm just describing it.
For a second, Merlo looked up. Oh, what the fuck's that light? And it's like, oh, it's morning.
Yeah, you just see God streaking light over. God?
Well, isn't the sun literally the god in D&D? Like, there's a sun god, right? No.
Technically, there's
Helio.
There's a god of many things. I guess there should be a sun god. I haven't thought about that much. But yes, the sun is starting to rise, and the early
Well, whatever
morning
god it is,
light.
Merlo doesn't worship.
Noted.
So, back to writing.
Yeah, your shift has now ended. You have all
Alright,
made
I
it through
wake
the night
everyone up.
uneventfully. All right, you wake everyone up.
I just go around shaking people. Wake the fuck up. It's morning. Cook-a-dook-a-doo.
And currently
Hello?
replying to a classmate of mine. Hold up.
Oh.
Retro, you there?
They're just asking me to do something.
Redro is currently a little bit occupied, but he's listening in. He knows what's going on. We'll just say that
Alright.
he wakes up as well.
Everyone's groggy this morning, I see. No one wants to talk before the first cup of coffee.
Coffee.
You do notice that, Valtr seems strangely a little bit jilted, if you will, after being woken up. So, unknown to you, Sparkles has been kind of caressing him as he sleeps. And doesn't look like Valtr's entirely comfortable with that. But of course, only Valtr, know.
I want to ask you about that. Is that like a telekinetic thing? Like, do we if she rubs his head, do we see his head moving, or like, does he have hair? No, he doesn't.
He's
Right? It's
wearing
like all
full
metal.
armor, so you don't see anything. However, he feels it under his armor. You don't know that.
Oh, okay.
So far, no one knows that Sparkles has been touching him in various places.
Right, and he has chosen to tell this to no one.
Yes.
Which I understand. I mean, I wouldn't fucking tell me if a fucking magical weapon was rubbing me in my sleep. Damn, dude. That's rough.
It's a good thing no one asks. Yeah. I get to not tell it.
Alright, so what's the
One hell
plan
of a
before
combo.
setting off? So, like,
I don't gotta do anything. It depends
Breakfast.
on the other people.
Breakfast.
Oh yeah, I can talk to Valtr during breakfast. Do some more opposition research on fucking Sparkles. Yeah, I can ask you. Just all casual, like being like, is she listening?
Oh, is that happening right now?
We can do it
Because
whenever we want. Yeah.
oh yeah, you're free to roleplay this however you want.
Oh, all right. Yes, we'll assume it's just breakfast time then.
Yeah.
We go
breakfast time.
to someplace.
Yeah. Could you leave like Sparkles behind, for a second, at like the breakfast table, and then like we go to talk in the caravan or some shit?
Well, I haven't talked to you all that much, so it'd be interesting. But Sparkles, I'll just leave you here.
Okay.
As I put her down on the
Don't be
table.
too long.
I grunt in response as I motion for Merlo to head over to the caravan.
Look, I know you've come to be fond of this magical weapon, but I am not sure what she exactly wants. I mean, she did help us defeat her masters, but has she been acting weird lately?
Well, considering ever since we've retrieved Sparkles from the fish location, she is an interesting magical weapon, I'd say, in my line of work. one of the very first I've ever met. Considering that, well, you and the rest already know that she can communicate through telekinesis or telepathy, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
Not many magical weapons around.
Not many. It's exceedingly rare, from what I believe. But her intentions, although at first it was dubious to me, it seems that all she did want was to just leave the cave. Other than that, there's nothing else that I've gotten from her to suggest any malice or otherwise.
There may not be malice, but are you sure there is no ulterior motive? Do you have her under your control, or is she a free agent?
Free agent.
What is
Hmm.
I've got back and I've returned to see that we're debating whether or not to get rid of the Trident Valley girl.
Oh, this is just, I'm just talking with Merlo.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
know.
Merlo has taken him aside.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I know.
far you're
This
just
is-
eating breakfast with Silent around the campfire with
Mm.
Sparkles.
Oh, okay. It's not okay. Carry on.
Yeah.
So currently Sparkles is
what-
talking to
what
you two.
was- Ooh.
Namely Redro and Silent. Well, but continue with your conversation.
Where was it? Free agent or no or some alignment? Okay. Her alignment is, I'd say that it's not that I have her under control. It's more as if she's attached herself to me in ways that exceed my comfort zone. But
So she's some kind of parasitic being.
parasite. No. If for everything that Sparkles is, her personality and her, well, airheadedness, if anyone else were to have Sparkles, and they would not know how exactly to handle such an artifact, half of it would be from them leaving it behind out of annoyance, or maybe because it just doesn't fit them. For me, as of lately, I won't deny that I would have formed a connection with the Trident. It's a positive one so far. However, it's more akin to someone aggressively pushing themselves onto me. And for the future, or the foreseeable future, I don't believe she has plans to latch onto anyone else. It's like a voice in your head. If the voice was, well, someone acting like how do you describe it? It is unfamiliar to me.
A partner?
Yes,
Well,
a partner.
excuse me. Sorry.
Well,
A partner.
Valtr, look,
Never-
in my work for the Duke, we have not come across personally any magical weapons, but there are tales of them, and none are good. Many of these are magical experiments trapping souls in magical items, and their personalities are quite unstable. I would be careful if I were you. And if there were any developments, any radical change in her nature, any changes at all, I would discuss it with me, and I would discuss it with the party. I don't want to see this get out of hand. I don't want to see that it becomes a case where she's the one controlling you.
Well, I'll hold you to that.
Look,
And I
if
do
need
hope
comes,
that it would never come to that.
right, but if it does, we do have the option of, and Merlo does like a hand signal of like, get rid of her. She may be intelligent, but we cannot think that her life is worth as much as a living being. She's an object.
An object for you, perhaps. But to me, she's as alive as any other person I've met so far. However, I do agree that she needs to be kept an eye on.
Merlo eyes you like maybe she's gotten to you already.
If you
He
you
doesn't
think
say
she's
it, but like,
yeah. If you believe that she truly is an object, well, you're free to think so. But I would say that when the time does come, I have the tools to address it, as painful as it may be.
That's all I'm saying. You find the tools and you give it to us. If needs comes to shove, we will be able to use it. Just do a little bit of research, a bit of soul searching, if you will, and keep us updated.
Soul searching.
For your own good.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the heads up. But I believe that we should be getting back to the others now.
Merlo's like, okay, wait. We should get back to the others and then we just do that. I have a feeling like maybe if Sparkles turns out to actually be dangerous and crazy, maybe we just leave her to affect Valtr a bit so that he gets kind of fucked and then he'll be radicalized into hating magical objects. And that would be good for me.
Okay.
I don't say this, of course, but then, I'm just
Yeah, fair enough.
giving throwing ideas out to into the void to see whatever it catches.
Right. I see you attempting to influence the
I'm
DM.
gonna mute myself for No. I'm not. Of course not. I would never dream of it. Just throwing ideas out to the party to see if anyone likes what I have to say. I gotta go for a bit. I'm just gonna mute myself, but I'll listen.
All right.
All right.
Okay, you two go back to rejoin the campfire breakfast.
Speaking as Recker, I will not get in the way of subterfuge, but let's just be mindful of not pushing it too far. But it's all in good spirit, anyways.
Right.
Anyways,
And then he ate like the biggest piece of sausage I have ever. Oh hi, you two are back
see you.
already.
Oh hey.
How's your talk?
just speaking as like me, Recker, and I have a lot of patience for this personality type actually, and Redro wouldn't just since Redro is based off a little bit of my past, I feel like Redro would be able to put up with Sparkles for a long time in one go. So just the entire time is like, oh, I see, and just genuinely entertaining her.
Right. So with that all settled, I presume, you wrap up breakfast
Yeah.
and continue traveling.
I have a couple of questions for Sparkles that may have taken place while they were off talking.
Sure.
So Sparkles, I mean, we can't deny that you are in the shape of a weapon.
Yes.
Glorious shape, by the way.
Oh,
very pretty.
Such a charmer, you.
A man's slut, you are. What?
It comes out in a later adventure. And then I go, but if, say, do you considering that, like, before the point that anything breaks off, if Valtr were to, say, stab somebody with you or hit somebody with you, would you feel it? Would it hurt?
Honestly, not really. Like, imagine you were, like, trapped in, like, a piece of rock. Whatever you did to the rock, you wouldn't feel it, but you'd know they were doing it to the rock. You get me?
I know this feeling.
Yeah, it's like being in, like, a coffin.
I see. Wait. Are you... feel free to, don't answer me outside of your comfort zone. But were you anything before the Trident?
Oh my god, yes. I was so much hotter and sexier.
Well, do tell. Do tell.
Oh, you want to know who I was before?
Only if you want to tell me. I mean,
I'll
how am I
wait for
supposed
you
to
to know
know
me
you?
a little bit better, big boy.
Don't keep me waiting too long.
Sure thing. She gives you the wink in Sparkle's form.
Merlo intensely listening and just jotting down in the book.
Oh no, I meant to be.
Oh, wait,
This
is this
was
pirate?
happening while you two were
Like,
talking
while
in
you
the
were
caravan.
off.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
Sparkles was
shit.
talking non-stop to her newfound targets.
Well,
Is
I'll
it
be
cheating
writing
if
when I get back.
Oh, no,
Or
I'll
we
just
can talk.
mention it.
I mean, you and I.
Yeah,
can talk.
I'll just mention it, and then they come back. I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, did you guys know Sparkles was something else before the Trident? Interesting girl we have. We're really lucky to have her.
I sure am.
Oh, do tell.
She's many things.
Aw, you know me so well, bestie.
Anyways, are we all wrapped up for breakfast? Everyone good to go?
Yeah.
I'm just guzzling down on this fucking.
On what?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's continue on our journey.
We do not discuss the contents of breakfast.
We do not discuss the contents of Silence Breakfast.
Alright, so we're off the road again, and I'm
On the
still
road
like,
again.
on the road again. And I'm driving the caravan as
Yes.
usual.
Yes.
So it would so it should roughly be like the same amount of sleep time. So I'm guessing around 8 to 10 hours left of travel since it took a day.
Yeah, I said like over a day. So you should get there
Yeah, over a
somewhere
day.
around like midday-ish. Maybe before.
All
Because
right,
you've
all
set out really early.
Midday-ish.
Mhm.
And I think we'll end today's session here for now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's rather short, but I don't
Okay.
want to go on too long and like other people miss out on all the fun, you know? Especially when we're
that's
about
fair.
to start a quest in a new
I
area.
get it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And I think you've gained some interesting information at the very least. And that's the end of today's session. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Whispers of the Old, Ballads of the Young. If you enjoyed listening to our D&D shenanigans, make sure to subscribe and drop us a like. It'd be great to have your support. This has been RockTofu and the gang, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye!